only cigarette in America fine enough to bear the greatest name in tobacco, Dunhill. King Size Dunhill presents Robert Cummings, starring in My Hero.
Oh, hello. I just heard somebody mention My Hero. That's me, you know. However, on second thought, maybe I better let you decide that for yourselves. Yeah. Carl, take care of these good people for me, will you? They're very, very special friends of mine.
Okay, Bob. No tickets are necessary, ladies and gentlemen. Just your purchase of Dunhill king-size cigarettes. We simply ask that you buy them and try them. You'll be happy you did, because Dunhill king-size is one cigarette that screens out irritants, but never screens out flavor. Dunhill king-size is specially blended for its king-size length to give you a refreshing new experience in more delightful smoking. Yet, Dunhill king-size costs no more, not 1 penny more than ordinary-size cigarettes. So decide on Dunhill king-size. Dunhill, the greatest name in tobacco. And now, Robert Cummings in My Hero, with Julie Bishop and John Lytell.
Yes, that's me dancing. Maybe you can call it dancing. I'm the one on the left, the right, in front, in back. Well, let's put it this way. I'm the taller one. How did I crash the inner circle of the soda fountain crowd? Well, let me take you to the Thackeray Realty Company about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon when this whole terrible nightmare started to happen. No, this isn't a spaceship. It's Delbert Yeager's hot rod. That's Delbert driving. The girl with him is Cindy Taylor, and she's here on a very important interview.
Yes, Mr. Welch. I'm just leaving. I'd have been there by now, but I'm all alone at the office. Come in. Bean Blossom's out on a call. My secretary's at the bank.
Mr. Thackeray.
Right away, Mr. Welch. Yes, young lady.
Mr. Thackeray, I'm a senior at Garfield High, and I'm supposed to interview a prominent businessman for my journalism class and learn all I can about him. His business, I mean. And I selected real estate.
And I'm it?
Yes, sir. I haven't had shorthand, so please don't talk too fast.
Well, I'd like to oblige you, Miss...
Taylor, Cindy Taylor.
Miss Taylor, but I just haven't got the time.
Oh. Well, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes.
I'd hate to think that I'd been in real estate for 27 years and only learned 10 minutes worth. You come back tomorrow.
Well, golly, that's too late. Maybe Mr. Yeager knows someone else who could help me.
Yeager? Of Yeager Developments?
His son Delbert and I are practically engaged.
Oh, well, possibly I could spare a little...
Julie!
Excuse me. I think I have the very man for your interview. Bobble boy.
But I'm supposed to interview a top executive.
You can't go wrong with Mr. Bean Blossom. The man is a human dynamo. Energetic, efficient. Oh, Bob. Miss Taylor, this is Mr. Bean Blossom.
Oh, hello, Miss Taylor.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Bob here is the guiding genius behind Thackeray Realty. It's due to his drive and foresight that our firm is where it is today.
Well, thank you, Mr. Thackeray.
Now, Bob, you tell Miss Taylor all she wants to know about real estate.
Oh.
I'll be back in about an hour.
Yes, sir. Well, all about real estate. I think we better sit down, Miss...
Taylor, you can call me Cindy.
Cindy, yes, well, right over there. Comfortable? Mm-hmm. Now then, I'll begin by defining real estate. Real estate includes the land and anything of a permanent nature contained therein or attached thereto.
There, too. You have a marvelous speaking voice.
Well, thank you. Now, real property, being immovable, has a permanent location or situs and must be conveyed by instruments in writing. Property is acquired by occupancy, accession, transfer, will, or succession. Say, doesn't this all sound pretty dull to you?
Oh, no, Mr. Bean Blossom. It's fascinating, especially the way you tell it.
Well, thank you again. Now, there are several different types of deeds. There's the warranty deed, the transfer deed, the tax deed, and the reconveyance deed. 89.5%. 89.25% against the national market, which showed 88%.
Oh, 88%. How very interesting.
It is, isn't it? Well, I guess that just about does it, Cindy.
Oh, is that all?
Yes, that pretty much covers the picture. I hope I've been helpful.
Oh, yes, indeed. You've been super.
Super?
3D.
3D.
Third dimensional.
Oh, yes, that. Well, thanks again.
Goodbye, Mr. Bean Blossom.
Goodbye, Cindy. Oh, excuse me. Bye. Third dimensional.
What took you so long? We've got to get over to Freddy's to see his new souped-up job.
Oh, I'm really not in the jalopy mood. Take me home.
Oh, but it's got twin pipes and dual pots and...
Oh, it's all so juvenile. Utterly juvenile.
Huh?
Home, Delbert.
That's right, I laughed. Little did I realize that a trap was about to be sprung. And that I, Robert S. Bean Blossom, would be the innocent victim.
Well, that does it. Let's get out of here.
Yes, Miss Thacker. Thacker, really? Who? Oh, Cindy? Yes, your notebook's here. We found it, huh? Just one moment, Cindy. Mr. Thacker, it's Miss Taylor. She wants me to drop her notebook off on the way home.
Oh, yes, do it, Bob. Anything to further the Jaeger contact.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Good night, Miss Thacker. Cindy, where do you live? Yes, I know where to... Uh-huh. I'll drop it off right away. Mm-hmm. Bye. I'll get that notebook.
I have it.
Oh, just let...
Bob, are you sure you were just telling her about the real estate business?
Well, sure, why?
Listen to this. Occupancy, accession, transfer, deep blue eyes.
What's that?
Tax deed, gift deed, a smile like Gregory Peck.
You're kidding.
Mr. Bean Blossom, what is this strange power you have over women?
Oh, third dimensional, Miss Marshall. Just third dimensional. Gregory Peck. Well. And so I returned Cindy's notebook. But that wasn't the end of it. She persuaded her folks to invite me to dinner. And then, after dinner...
Gee, that wicked rhythm.
Yeah, that's really nervous.
Yeah, nervous. See, you're getting
Yeah,
it.
I'm getting it.
Nobody can play my old Kentucky home like Crazy Callahan.
That was, my old Kentucky home?
Yeah. Didn't you recognize it?
Well, no, I sort of thought it was Silver Threads Among the Gold.
Oh, I don't think I know that one.
And then, right after dinner, she dragged me in the living room, put a pile of pop platters on the groan box.
What?
Oh, get it, Julie. We played records.
Pardon me.
Oh, you never heard anything like them in your life. Bebop Brogan and his bouncy beepers. Conrad Crutcher and his keen combo. Jumpin' Jive with Jimmy's Pie. Crazy Callahan.
Where's Mr. Thackeray?
Oh, Mr. Thackeray's busy right now. Can I help you?
Never mind, boy.
What in
I'd
blazes?
like to talk to you a minute, Mr. Thackeray. I'm Delbert Yeager.
I don't care who you are. I'm not in the habit of having people barge in here. Oh, Raymond Yeager's son. How is your father, Delbert?
He's feeling fine, sir, which is more than I can say for myself. I didn't sleep a wink last night because of that salesman of yours, that bean brain.
Blossom. Bean Blossom.
Whatever his name is, he took my girl away from me, and I don't like it.
He what?
You heard me. I had a date with Cindy Taylor last night until Loverboy showed up.
Oh, just a minute now, Delbert. Bean Blossom did drop by Miss Taylor's home last night to return her notebook.
And he stayed all evening. I ought to know because I was spying on them from the rose bushes.
Now, son, you mustn't let your imagination get the best of you.
Imagination? Why, I tell you, that square's got her gaga, bug-eyed, cutting capers.
You mean she's fond of Bean Blossom?
You're catching on, Dad. And if my father ever found out that one of your salesmen was cutting in on his son...
Yes. I see what you mean. Julie, will you have Bob come in here, please? We'll get at the bottom of this.
Sounds like trouble, Bob.
Oh, me in trouble? Yeah, that's logical. You sent for me, Mr. Thackeray?
Yes, Bob. This is Delbert Yeager.
Well, how do you do, Mr.
Don't
Yeager?
act so innocent. You never left her house till 10 minutes past 9 last night.
Her house? Oh, you mean Miss Taylor's? Is she a friend of yours?
Bob, Delbert here is under the impression that you've taken his girl away from him.
Oh, I see. Well, I wonder why. I can assure you there's absolutely nothing between Cindy and myself.
Trying to deny it, huh? You wolves are all alike.
Now, look, I said there was nothing between us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bob, this is Delbert Yeager. Yeager of Yeager Developments.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Delbert.
Don't give me that stuff.
Now, Bob, I want you to assure Delbert that you have no romantic interest in Miss Taylor.
No romantic interest yet.
That she simply has a schoolgirl crush.
Schoolgirl crush, yes.
Yeah, and you're the creep that's been crushing.
And I'm the creep. Now, see here, Delbert.
Well, there you have it, Delbert. You see, you haven't anything to worry about.
You mean he's not going to see her anymore?
You have my word for it.
Well, okay. But you better watch it, lover boy.
Now, see here. Goodbye, Delbert. Give my regards to your father. Sorry to put you on the spot, Bobo. But that young brat might have destroyed all our goodwill with Yeager Developments.
Well, it's just a bad case of puppy love, Mr. Thackeray.
Yes?
The airline calling, sir. They've confirmed your reservation for tomorrow night.
Good. I'll have Bob pick it up. Do you mind, Bobo?
Oh, no, sir. I'll get right over there.
Okay. Lover boy.
Mr. Bean Blossom! Oh, Mr. Bean Blossom, I'm so glad I caught you. I've got a terrific surprise for
Well,
you.
I have a surprise for you, too, Cindy. I can't talk to you, you see.
Oh, can't talk to me. Why not?
Well, I'm very busy right now. I'm on my way to the airline office to pick up a ticket.
The
Goodbye.
airline office? Oh, that's wonderful. My surprise is right next door at the soda fountain.
At the soda fountain?
Yeah, come on.
Look, Cindy, I've really got to be running. What's the surprise?
All right. Close your eyes.
No, Cindy, look, you just...
Close your eyes. Here it comes. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Aren't you thrilled? I looked all over town till I found it.
About what?
The record you were asking about. Silver threads among the gold. This is this crazy Callahan arrangement.
Oh, yeah, it sure is.
Come on, let's get with it.
Miss Thackeray, if you ever see me with that girl again, I'll resign.
You won't have to, my boy. You'll be fired.
Cigarette, sir?
Yes, Dunhill, please. Dunhill's all right with you?
All right. Wonderful. I'm so happy you smoked them, too.
You see? All over town, you find people are changing to Dunhill king-size cigarettes. And with good reason, too. Here at last is the only cigarette in America fine enough to bear the greatest name in tobacco, Dunhill. You see, Dunhill king-size screens out irritants, but never screens out flavor. Yes, Dunhill, thanks to its king size, its finer tobaccos, and its natural filtering qualities, screens out irritants to give you a far milder smoke. But thanks to its exclusive blend of richer tobaccos, Dunhill king size never screens out flavor, so you get a far more enjoyable smoke. That's right. Dunhill is one cigarette with its own full-flavored mellow tobaccos, especially blended for its king-size length, to give you the finest smoke money can buy. Yet Dunhill king size cost no more, not 1 penny more than ordinary size cigarettes. For an invigorating new experience in more delightful smoking, Decide on Dunhill King Size. Remember, Dunhill is the greatest name in tobacco. And Dunhill King Size screens out irritants, but never screens out flavor. Dunhill King Size is a better, longer cigarette at no extra cost. Buy Dunhill King Size today.
So when I told her I didn't care for Crazy Callahan and his Gone Gators, she actually turned pale. Well, that's it, Julie. Miss Cindy Taylor's out of my hair forever.
I wouldn't be too sure. Girls of that age can be pretty persistent.
Julie, why are you so stubborn? I tell you, she's forgotten all about me.
Thackeray Realty? Yes? The little girl who's forgotten all about you.
May I speak to Mr. Beanblossom?
Julie, I'm not here. I've gone to China, Long Beach, Little...
I'm sorry. Mr. Beanblossom isn't in. Yes, I will. Tell him Cindy called.
Oh, Julie, there must be some way out of this. There's got to be.
Yes, think, you heartbreaker, think. Thackeray Realty? Oh, yes, Miss Taylor. I will. Have Robert call me when he comes in.
Have Robert...
Last time it was Mr. Beanblossom. She's closing in on you, Bob.
Julie, this is nothing to laugh at. I've got to figure out how to get away from her. By George, I've got it.
Foreign Legion?
The Foreign Legion... Don't be silly. I'm going to disillusion that girl about Robert S. Beanblossom. Let me see, there are two ways that a man can disillusion a woman.
Only two?
I can be an old fuddy-duddy, or I can be a heel. Golly, I may have to be both. Julie, that's where you come in.
Me?
Yes, you. Yvonne de Bergerac.
Yvonne de
Now, let me
what?
see. Mr. Thackeray will be in San Francisco tonight. I'll use his apartment. It'll be an ideal setting for my scheme. The items I needed for Plan A. Old fuddy-duddy. The necessary tools for Plan B. Beanblossom, the heel.
Mr. Beanblossom, Robert, aren't you feeling well?
Oh, it's you, Cindy. No, I've got the twinges again. What have you got here?
You were absolutely right about Crazy Callahan. He's passé. Wait till you hear Sylvester and his solid sender.
Cindy, could you just help me over that chair?
Oh, yes. Oh, Robert, what's wrong?
Oh, twingy, Cindy, just twingy. It happens all the time at my age.
Oh, you poor dear.
Oh, my. Oh, Cindy, would you mind getting my pills, please?
Oh, of course. You just lie back and... Which bottle, Robert?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I've got everything.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
I better call a doctor.
No, it's no use, Cindy. 3 of them just left here.
Didn't they do anything?
Just shook their heads. Oh, Cindy, my dear. I hate to disillusion you this way, but maybe it's best that you see the real Robert S. Beanblossom. Not a man, but a burned-out, hollow shell.
Don't talk like that, Robert. We're on the threshold of a new life. You and I, together.
Precious, you and I?
Yes, Robert. I'm going to nurse you back to health.
But Cindy, I'm too far gone. It's too late.
What you need is the love and care of a good woman.
Now, Cindy...
I'll stay with you forever, Robert.
Yeah, say, look, you must...
Mustn't talk.
Mr. Thackeray, Mr. Thackeray.
Hello, Delbert. Are you going to San Francisco, too?
No, and neither are you. That sneaky salesman of yours is up in your apartment with my girl.
My apartment? Your girl?
I followed her there.
If you're telling me the truth...
You poor dear. You just try and relax, and I'll get some more ice.
Yeah, anything. Plan A had failed. Plan B must go into effect immediately. My faithful Confederate was waiting below. A prearranged signal alerted her. Confident that assistance would soon arrive, I relaxed. Plan B, Bean Blossom, the heel.
Oh, you mustn't get... Ah.
Oh, I feel fine now, Cindy. Just fine. Charlene always has the most soothing effect on me. You know, my dear, she reminds me somewhat of you. Yes, you gorgeous, sophisticated, magnetic creature, you. Every time I... Or is it Lady Worthington you remind me of? A lovely dish.
You must lead an exciting life.
Oh, yes, it has its moments.
These others, they're your girlfriends, too?
Well, the current ones. These are last season's.
Golly.
I met this charming creature in Paris. London, Milan, Capri, Riviera, Capri again, more Capri. It was quite a weekend I spent in Capri, quite a weekend. Well, what do you know? He was one of Yvonne.
Who?
Yvonne de Bergerac. City girl chased me across 3 continents. I remember one occasion in Biarritz. I'd just flown my own plane up from Rome.
Aren't you going to see who it is?
Oh, my dear, I know who it is. It's a woman. It's always a woman. When will the silly creatures learn to leave me alone?
Don't open it. Maybe she'll go away.
No, alas, my dear, they never go away. I found as many as a dozen at a time out there on my doorstep. Well, I'll just dismiss her and then you and I can continue with our little chat.
Again at last.
Oh, please, Colette. Can't you see I'm busy?
Colette? But I am not Colette. I am Yvonne. We met last winter in Monte Carlo.
Oh, was that you?
For 2 hours we stood side by side in the moonlight. Who are you?
This is Cindy Taylor. She's just a protege of mine.
Go. Go while there is still time. Don't let this man do to you what he has done to me.
How can you say that about Robert? He's fine and noble and...
Oh, to know this man is to know misery.
Yes, she's right, you know.
She is not right. You're wonderful.
You did not hear how he tried to push me off the Eiffel Tower?
Oh, and what about the time I tried to strangle you with my bare hands? I thought that was rather amusing.
You tried to strangle?
Well, of course, it was just a lover's tip. Well, Yvonne, I think you better be going.
No, I will not go.
Oh, please, Yvonne, you know how I hate to be pawed.
You see how brutal he is, how heartless.
Robert could never be heartless. Not unless the girl deserved it. And you deserved it.
Oh, now, Cindy.
Get away from that man. He is mine.
Now, Yvonne.
He's not yours.
Now, Cindy.
I love him.
Enough! Hold it! Ah, all this bickering. I just can't stand it. You know, I think for the good of all concerned, I shall go away.
Oh, no. You can't.
Ah, yes, I can. I shall go back to the Riviera. The beautiful blue waters, the lovely white yachts, and Mr. Thackeray. Mr. Thackeray! Children! Mr. Thackeray!
Mr. Thackeray!
In the closet, quick! Hurry! Cindy, in the other closet! Don't argue! In there! Stay there! Oh, hello, Mr. Thackeray. Well, hi, Delbert.
Bean Blossom, what are you doing in my apartment?
What am I doing? Well, you see, I read about prowlers in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd watch over the place while you're away.
Prowlers, eh?
No,
Yes.
I didn't read about any prowlers.
Oh, it was in all the newspapers. Don't you worry, Mr. Thackeray, though. You have time to catch your plane for San Francisco.
I missed it. The second flight doesn't leave for an hour.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Thackeray, wait! That's not the way out. See, the door's...
I know it's not the way out. I want to hang my hat and coat in the closet.
Well, I'll take it, Mr. Thackeray.
Give me that.
Let me take the hat in the kitchen and block it for you.
For heaven's sake, Bean Blossom. Julie.
Hello, Mr. Thackeray.
Julie, what in the world? That outfit.
Mr. Thackeray, you see, this is very interesting. Julie and I are on our way to a costume party. She's going as a dance hall girl, and, oh, yes, I'm going as a sultan, you see.
And then more of your harem, Mr. Bean Blossom?
Robert!
Now, Bean Blossom, unhand that girl.
Well, I'm trying to, Mr. Thackeray. Sindri, if you'll just...
Now do you believe me?
Yes, Delbert, I believe you.
Mr. Thackeray, you don't understand.
What do you care if he understands? Our love was written in the stars. It's bigger than the universe.
That is too big for my apartment. Bean Blossom, get out.
Your apartment?
Yes, Cindy, his apartment. I just used it to trick you. And these photographs, I just borrowed them from a friend. And this girl. She's not Yvonne de Bergerac at all. She's Julie Marshall, and she works in our office.
You mean you haven't got any other girlfriends? You've never been anyplace?
That's it. I'm just a small-town guy.
With a fascinating charm.
How dull. How utterly, utterly dull.
Brother, what a phony. Come on, Cindy. I'll break my date with Peggy and take you to a movie.
Peggy? You had a date with Peggy?
Well, of course. And with Gloria, Susan, and Janice.
Oh, Delbert, you've grown up. How utterly, utterly fascinating. Oh, goodbye.
Bean Blossom, in all my born days, I never heard of anything like this. What do you mean using my apartment? Cluttering it up with women and pictures. Who's this?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Thackeray, I think my friend can get her phone number for you.
I'm not interested in phone...
I think so, sir.
Mon chéri. My hero.
Yvonne, you know, I don't think Julie's going to like this very much. But I will. Oh, wait a minute, Julie. Say, you know, I almost forgot something.
Forgot what, Bob?
To offer you one of the new ones. Dunhill king size with new cork tips.
Say, cork-tip Dunhills are wonderful, aren't they, Bob?
Oh, they certainly are, Julie. And don't you forget, folks, that in just 1 week, all over the country, you'll be able to get Dunhill king-size cigarettes with new cork tips. Cork tips to protect your lips. As a matter of fact, they're already available in Massachusetts, Ohio, Texas, and California.
And either way, cork-tipped or with plain ends, Dunhills cost not 1 penny more than ordinary-sized cigarettes.
So, for the most cigarette enjoyment you've ever had, get them with new cork tips or plain ends. But be sure you get Dunhill king-size cigarettes. Well, thank you very much, and good night.
Remember, Dunhill king size screens out irritants, but never screens out flavor. Dunhill is the greatest name in tobacco. Now you can enjoy Dunhill king size at no extra cost. Decide on Dunhill king size. Get a pack tomorrow.